Hi, my friends. How are you today? Aaron here out on location in a beautiful wooded area, filming for HGTV today. I'll let you know what show it is when it gets a little closer to coming out. So we've got the moon in the sign of Aries today. It's going to be meeting up with Mars between 2 and 3 p.m. And the sun in the sign of Scorpio. So Mars rules both Aries and Scorpio, right? And in Aries, it's about taking initiative. It's being the leader, the start, okay? The beginning. The initiation. The initiation to what? To what are we moving into? What are we trying to do with our lives? What are we trying to do? And with Mars retrograde, we want to take action on things, but this can also be we want to move forward in an area, but it's like the door is locked or there's something stuck, or it's not as easily movable. It's like this is an obstacle right now, or a thing in the way. Okay, so we want things to move fast, or we want to take the initiative and take the spark to make things happen. And we can certainly be led or brought into difficulties or challenges today with this conjunction happening, because Mars is saying there's nothing happening as fast as we want it to. But with the moon, nonetheless, in Aries, there can be a sense of urgency to make things happen, okay? Furthermore, with the sun being in the sign of Scorpio, both ruled by Mars, this would be the passionate side of Mars, the romantic side of Mars, okay? Where the Aries side is that initiative, that, almost Viking nature of like reptilian brain, right? The medulla oblongata, the reptilian brain kind of mind, just me, my I, move forward in this direction. And that's kind of it. There's not a whole lot of thought process to the action of the Mars and Aries. Mars and Scorpio energy, again, this deals with the passionate lover, the strong sense of desire, the patience, okay? The patience to take that of which we're creating, brewing, for it to come to fruition. The transformative aspects of Scorpio, right? So with the moon going in, connecting with Mars today, again, there's this sense of like, I want to go fast and I want to be passionate. I want to be this, all of these things and feel all of these things. But it might not be, the action might not be as what we had planned, and that's this one day at a time. There's no rushing a healing. There's no putting a carriage before the horse. There's no trying to get something accomplished that just can't happen at the moment. So if we're met with something like that, it's up to us at the time or in the situation to determine, should I take a step back right now or continue pushing forward? Are we pushing a square peg in a round hole with something, or do we just revisit it, put a pin in it and come back to it at another time when it seems more appropriate? So there's definitely some of the energies that we're going to be feeling today as well. Mercury and Venus, both in the sign of Libra. Okay, so again, our other two personal planets are still all about balance right now, all about balance, balancing our mind, balancing our emotions, which is important. So if we're met with some place that we want to go in this direction today, but we're having a hard time getting through or making that action happening, this is also this Venus in Libra and Mercury in Libra thing happening, where it's like, okay, what am I going to do at this point? I want to go in this direction. This is what my brain wants. This is what my heart wants. This is what I desire. Move forward. And if this door is shut, locked, or whatever it may be, and I can't move through in the direction that I want to move to, now we're coming back to this side of balance and saying, okay, well, what can I do? How do I need to adjust my emotions? How do I need to adjust my energy body to shift? Okay, shift perspectives and pivot. This is like a big thing. We have a lot of cardinal energy right now. Mercury and Venus in cardinal sign of Libra. This is air. This is intelligence. Okay, we've got the big three, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto up in Capricorn, how we govern ourselves and making sure that we're doing it to where, we're not making a fool out of ourselves. If something doesn't go wrong, we don't just, have a hissy fit and a temper tantrum on the floor in the middle of a department store or work or whatever it may be. So a lot of like discipline kind of abundance and discipline and transforming how we're viewed to the world and how we're, dealing with things. This Eris square Saturn happening, in Aries square Saturn, how we choose to deal with information and how we're coming off as being the authority or the responsible leader or boss, right? So that's all in the Capricorn energy. Then we have Moon, Mars, Eris, and Chiron there, not the planet, but still in the sign of Aries. So we have a ton of cardinal energy right now, which is just us being the leader, us taking initiative, us creating change. So again, this is like if we're met with obstacles, this is saying it's okay. I have enough intelligence and ability and confidence in myself to learn how to change whatever needs to be changed to move about, so I'm not wasting my day, wasting my time, wasting my emotions or energy feeling something I don't need to be feeling. So taking the initiative, making things happen. And if things aren't happening the way we want to, then we take the initiative, pivot, change, and move in the direction. And how do we choose to deal with things that don't go our way? I'm at work today. I'll be honest with you. I'm at work today right now, and I'm the recordist, the sound guy, and my freaking recording gear just keeps freezing. So we're having to stop production in the middle of it and say, okay, I've got to make changes. What do we do? But we can't just stop and throw it in the air. It's like we still have to move forward in things. We just have to make little changes and go about it step by step, moment by moment. We still have a Mercury retrograde, so things can still go haywire. We're at the mercy of technology. Mars is retrograde. Things aren't happening fast, my friends, but they're not happening slow, right? It's one day at a time, staying in our lane. All right, my friends, this is, what a beautiful day. Look at that sun. All right, my friends, have a beautiful day. As always, thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll see you tomorrow.